Time for a little nap. It's just a dream.
Okay, so I think the issue is that my mic is on now when it was originally supposed to be on.
Time for a little nap. It's just a dream. Night and the wicked Threnodian.
Alright, the Wicked Threnodian, here we go. Now that I actually have everything a little squared away, because I was trying to figure out.
The night's challenge has arrived.
The mic is on, the mic is off.
If it's a duel you want. Too reckless. Be gone, wicked souls!
Transform. I didn't get an echo though, so that's kind of annoying.
The night's challenge has arrived. Repent, for silence beckons.
Alright. Put an end to him. We can get out of here. At least we got one this time.
Shadows must be purged.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Rover. Get some action.
We'll face judgment.
Please. Thrust for him on. Slice and thirst. And look in there. Cool, cool, cool. Good, good, good. Right, what's on the agenda? I guess I'm gonna glide around this head. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that because it's not really useful. I'll go around this Cartethyia, but you know, at least be able to walk. Sorry, little cute thing. I apologize for that. That was probably not necessary at all, was it? I did it. It's too late now. Alright, where is that at? In the sky up there. Let's kill these guys real quick.
Tonight's challenge has arrived.
Damage is still going peak, man.
You won't escape.
Cool. Got it.
Wave follow.
And
You'll face judgment strike.
Let's do it. Where is he at? Settle down, sir. Alright, grand. Very grand. Alright, we're gonna be making our way over here to the exploration mission that needs to be taken care of, where sky is clear and glory shines. That's gonna be our next objective. That'll be useful to us and leveling up. So
The night's challenge has arrived.
our focus for now. Banger.
Repent.
Put the big girl out for a second.
Silence beckons.
Got it.
Exonerate.
Good. Good and bad. Alright. Over. You wanna come out real quick? Back to her. Slice and dice. Alright. We're making our way slowly but surely. We're gonna get over there. I'm actually just because I need to do something very, very quickly. Literally like a minute or two. I'm gonna step away for just a second. And then I'll be right back into it and we're gonna go straight for the exploration mission. But I need to do this really fast before I continue any further on. So I appreciate you here. I will be back in a moment. And thank you for joining in for the stream today. I'll be right back. are back, we are back, we are back. Let's get into the rest of this. Let's see what's going on with this exploration mission. Yeah, she can't do anything literally movement-wise. It's so frustrating. I really wish that they would fix that. Hello, lady. What roar? For some Tulia travel and ecologists. Have you heard of scourge wings? Can't say I have. Okay. Is this? Did I do this? Or did I do this on my other account? Come on, do it again. Did I do this on my other account? I think that's what it was. Yeah, did. I'm like, wait a minute. I feel like I did this. But it was not on this account. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We can do this in the prep. Go ahead, Gladiator. Sit down somewhere. Appreciate your time. I'm gonna go ahead and get straight through this as fast as possible. Because we don't need to dwell. No dwelling at all. No necessary. Alright. There we go. Up. Yep. Slash. Yes, ma'am. I'll do your hero slash for you. Down. Alright, this should be really quick. Let's go ahead and move past them. Alright, I'm guessing this is, I gotta pull that down too, right? Come on. Give me the cue to pull it down. Cool, let's grab this chest.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
Grab this. The treasure chest from the stories, is that right? Alright. Go. I still think that dragon is super dope. Scourge wings. What's this notification here? Not quite sure. Got it. Okay, hold on. What's this here? It seems like there wants to be something all the time, huh? I don't need... Sure. Let's go ahead and close that. Oh, thank you.
Today's story is the great battle between a righteous knight and the wicked Drenodian.
The wicked Drenodian. Alright. What's up, guy? How you doing? Let's go ahead, we gonna get on through this. And the wicked Drenodian. good.
Wind calls, waves follow.
This soul shall not be shattered.
Alright. Make it quick, make it quick. I really wish you could pull this out like an Excalibur type of thing. That would be super dope. Yeah.
The knight's challenge has arrived. Together we rise! Such is their blessing. True form. Revealed at last.
Revealed at last. Oh, Sir Bob. Trying to get this with him. Yeah. Don't mess with the woman, man. Don't mess with this woman. Don't mess with this woman.
Shadows must be purged.
Okay, Corsair. Or Carosaur. Ooh, okay. He heard that really fast. That wasn't nice. You're gonna have to resolve that. Relax, buddy.
Hopefully this helps.
Yeah, I think he is unnecessarily tough with this. But
Annihilation!
I did it. It's supposed to be the stuff in this game.
Wind calls, waves follow. Hopefully this helps.
You're enraged.
Annihilation! I
It's
am the
something.
Tempest!
You missed me, buddy.
Blood. Charge forth. Vexing malice.
Hopefully this helps. You'll wait.
Oh, don't die, girl. Alright, buddy.
The end.
Alright, alright.
Windstorm. Sweep all
The
the
toughness on top of him being a Carosaur is super annoying. I don't even think I have any.
Repent. For silence beckons. Charge forth. Sounding the death drum.
Sorry I did that to you, Rover. I let you down, man. Never supposed to let that happen to you, buddy. That's cool, though. We can only do what we can. Make sure we're all good here. I'm checking on YouTube. Make sure we're doing okay. Alright. Check out this.
I rise and crash.
Okay, girl. You're gonna switch off mode because you can't do half the stuff that I need you to do. Oh, right. I can't revive him right now. So you gotta just go back to being a little girl. Because it's just ridiculous at this point. could have ran up the wall, probably. Grab you. Sliced it in half. Really a dope looking thing. Cool. Examine.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories.
Well, I think that was an okay exploration quest. It was okay. I think there have definitely been some better ones, but I feel like they had to work so hard on making this place as massive as it is that probably is okay. Because I really feel like that's where a lot of the energy went in. Like, super focused on that. Like, there's not a lot of stuff to do yet in this area whatsoever. There's no real connecting pieces to doing anything either. That's a big thing that I think is kind of important. Is like, if there's gonna be some portion where, you know, each story kind of links to each other, which has been the thing that they've managed to do for the most part. Counter with such and such, or whatever the case may be, and now we're trying to see, like, where do we go from here? But this was more so left up to, like, hey, you already get the gist of the idea. These things are on the map to some degree somewhere. Go find them, and you'll be fine. So I found that pretty interesting. That we really have. That's about the extent of it. That's really been a thing. Alright, so.
The power to split and merge matter.
Merge matter. Merge matter. Alright, so. Again, this is like the only one that really don't have nothing worth it on it. Just the basic attack. It's already 4 up, so. You know. The other one's got 3, 2, you know. So really, I gotta try to get another one of these, right? And then this one was already got basic attack damage bonus, it was less than that, but it also just didn't go for about the third time that I pulled for it, so that didn't look like it was going to be promising for any whoever. The Spectro Drake, I kind of want to, okay, I ain't got one of those. This is the first time I got one. This whole time, actually. Let's see if we upgrade him, how he rocking. Spectro Drake, you gonna help us out? You working with us? You riding with us? You riding with us, right? Whole time, I think I could use this first. Well, wait, I think I was gonna keep this because I might use it for Rover. That's what it was. That's why I locked it. I might use it for Rover. I can get rid of the one that I actually have on the set because it's actually worthless. Yeah. Oh wait, is this a different one? That's a different one? I guess this one's not terrible either for if I was to use it on Rover. Huh. Like I literally could use both of these on Rover, especially with the resonance skill. I mean, the basic attack kind of throws it off, but at least attack and resonance skill on both of these. So I should actually keep that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. That would be a terrible idea. Cause I might use it for Rover later, just as like I have it on hand already until I can build some better ones. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what we get here starting on. Crit damage. Whoa. Okay. Not too bad, not too shabby. Defense, that's that. And it was a weak roll overall. See, you got excited and now disappointed just this quickly. A lot like life. Heavy attack damage, that also is not useful. Okay. Well, I was digging the little Spectro guy for a second. Now I'm like, what does he have to offer me at this point? Nothing, right? Nothing to code. Well, I don't even want to roll him no more. The crit damage is decent though. Such a shame. Alright, let's try this one. What is up with this? What is it? What have I done to deserve this? Resonance skill damage, of course. Something that Rover needs. Crit rate. You know, for her it doesn't really make a difference. Again, having another resonance skill. Yeah, attack percentage. Again, be useful for Rover. That's her best. I mean, should I just roll this one up and just see how it turns out, since, I mean, it only has one on it, literally, and everything else is turned out the same way, the exact same way. One. I mean, her crit damage, where's her crit damage at currently? 60%, or if it was 238, 210, so what, I should go for more. I mean, because it just depends. Basic attack damage is at 37% right now. What's her arrow? Her arrow is only at 10. I don't think she needs. Does she actually? I mean, I should. I would imagine, but we haven't gotten any arrow damage. Yeah, we haven't gotten any arrow damage. Oh, I haven't selected one anyway. This isn't messed up. She's doing the 4-4. didn't make sense to go for 4-3. But I might be wrong, so I might have to check back on that. As of now, though, should I take the basic attack damage bonus? Or should I take the crit damage bonus? Just because I only got one substat for both of them anyway. And this one has crit rate. This one has the crit damage. Let's see. Kind of unsatisfactory either way, I guess. Okay. Alright, we need to go do the rest of this so we can upgrade her. Marriage matter. I would speak in marriage matter. You got something? Where's those flames in the deep? Okay. And this is an exploration quest. See it, it's literally in the line of sight, so might as well grab it. Alright, we got this exploration quest over here we're gonna do.
The knight's challenge has arrived. Be gone, wicked soul! You won't escape.
Like being the final boss. I wonder with the rest of them, like where do you go from here? I mean, I wish she had a little bit more mobility, but like Lupa, she has a lot of mobility, she's quick. What about like Augusta, right? Like what does that look like? Alright, let's see where these chests are.
My knightly instinct says this way. The knight's challenge has arrived.
Am I supposed to split something? What's that? What the hell is it? I can't do the thing on it, right? Or do I need to select it? No? Okay. Well, I'm a little confused. We'll deal with that one in a second. There's enemies up here.
Purge the impure.
Let's kill them. And we're done with that. There's a false
If it's
one.
a duel you want.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Drop the hammer on them. That's what you get for being a false chest.
should afford us more provisions. My nightly instinct says this way.
This is underneath. Alright, let's go down here.
The night's challenge has arrived.
What's up, guys?
Descend! The trial isn't over yet.
Indeed, it was a glorious defeat.
Just like the treasure chest from the stories. My nightly instinct says this way.
My nightly. She's so funny.
Be gone, wicked souls!
Alright. Let's grab this. We can go kill
Let's
these
call
guys.
it a night's great harvest.
What's up, y'all? How's it going? Let's make it cinematic.
The night's challenge has arrived.
What's up, what's up? How y'all doing?
I won't back down.
Rover.
Annihilation!
Drop it on me.
Purge the impure.
Okay. Sorry to have to do it to you, Dread Man. You know I like y'all.
Wind calls, waves follow.
Y'all in the way. So, drop it again.
My quest.
Oh,
And
look at that. You actually managed to get her, huh? That's surprising. I can't see what happened.
Wind rises.
Wait a minute, but
And the
I
tempest!
guess he didn't do enough healing while we were fighting. Interesting. Interesting. What do you got going on? You just heard all this battle? What?
Annihilation!
Who are you, buddy? What do you got going on?
We'll face judgment!
Prison.
The slashes.
Also, I just don't understand why we have not gotten any more levels to Aero Rover yet. Like, where are they? Why are they not a part of this patch so far?
Wind rises!
Like, we got Lupa now. We're gonna get another fusion character. Rover at some point is going to get fusion. Why don't we have any more versions of the Aero Rover?
Wind rises!
Alright, let's go back to the beacon, because they managed to, which was crazy. But, you know, it happens. Where's the beacon at? There it is. The sheer size of all this stuff, though, they outdid themselves. Can't even stunt. So I guess that's why they sacrificed a few things with this patch. Because I feel like everybody loves the patch, everybody's enjoying it, and I feel the same way. However, I just feel like they just, you know, kind of said, screw what you're looking trying to do. Mr. Apparition. It is me. Alright, cool. What I'm finna do real fast is take a break. And I will be back in just a moment. I want to make sure that everything is moving as smoothly as it possibly can. So that's a double thing that I want to check, of course. And we'll go from there.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me.
Right.
It's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced.
Back. Let's get back into it. I want to make sure that we can get the rest of this story going, because this is apparently an exploration thing that's not just right off on the map. So let's do that and get this untracked, because I didn't track it to begin with. Do that. Okay. Cool. See what she's talking about. Can't believe I run into you here. Did it sense to bring you, or did you hear me calling for help? Okay, we're gonna skip that. If there's something useful gonna be happening, then we'll get into it. Okay, don't worry. Would you? Okay. I feel like this conversation doesn't really matter. What I need to know is, where do we go from here? What are our next steps? Clearly, we're at the ready for something. Or that was the end of it. They have nothing more to offer us. Is that the case? Okay. Cool. That would have been nice if you had just selected it from it. It didn't, but it's cool though. Okay. Cool. She just dipped off. I mean, they said go talk to her, and then she basically just vanishes. I mean, you know. Gotta make up your mind, guys. Give me the opportunity to actually talk to her. You know, I'm all for it.
Seems like a new discovery.
Seems like a new discovery. It does indeed, does it not? Let me see if I do this. No. Okay. And where we stand here. Cool. Alright, good. Let us figure out how to get this chest. I can't, like, so what is it that I'm doing wrong exactly? I'm supposed to swap it out for one of these over here. No, because it just shows up if it's a hero thing, right? So what exactly is that? Why can't I access it? As it's following me around. That's odd. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong actually, but something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I don't see it. It's not letting me turn into the hero, so it can't be that. Or maybe it is and I just don't realize it, but otherwise I can't get to the, so it clearly has something to do with it. It's fine. Let's go do the exploration quest. I can figure out the chest thing later. Frolova. Father, please come with me. I'm begging you. Failure verb the hunt. But I can't do this. I officially request to let's return first and I'll speak with the sponsors. Vervia, a gladiator's shame isn't worn on the skin, it's carried in silence, unless washed away in blood. We who cannot step foot in the arena can only reclaim our honor by hunting the undying monsters here. Aulus, or Aulus. Steel your nerves. Those filthy things are crawling closer. If this is an illusion from the past, it looks similar to what we saw in the Nimbus Sanctum, but the frequency is stronger. The mournful canyon. Could these phantoms exist because of the dark tide? Who knows? Who knows? They're not giving us a lot of detail. Mechanism powered by resonance, activated edge sigils. So this is how the Septimonians of old purified dark tide remnants. Fascinating. Holds more surprises than retroact rain. Apparition is that Frolova actually. This is too dangerous. We must report this to the Chamber of Discipline. We don't know when she left this phantom here. Need a full investigation first before acting. Of course. It could have been any time. You never know when it was. Alright, we got a trial to go through. Should I do it as her? That's probably gonna change me back either way. Wait a minute, what? Okay. Alright, well, you could have warned me a little bit first. I didn't know what the trial was going to be or none of that. So, that. Okay, so we're going here, and here, and here. They did this pattern in the other portion of Yes, coach. I mean, Aulus. Aulus. Doesn't matter what you call me. No matter how hard I trained you, you never made it as a real gladiator. You had the making of Septimon's sharpest spear, but you cracked in the final trial. It was my love for you that ruined you. I'm sorry, Aulus. Gladiators don't say sorry. Yes. We speak with steel, we dance with death, we live and fall for glory. Ever since that match, I've carried nothing but regret. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was how I taught you that made you falter. No, you were the best coach in all. Not anymore. My brightest student lost her nerve and stained the arena with shame. I didn't. You lacked the resolve to grant your opponent the death they deserved. That's not true. Then why did you hesitate? Why did you spare your opponent? Why did you disgrace the arena of glory? Because my opponent was you. That wasn't supposed to end like that. We were supposed to finish sparring and go home like always. I couldn't kill my own coach in my debut match, and my father shouldn't die at his own retirement ceremony. I just couldn't. Wipe your tears. They cloud your vision. Yes. Verbia, my dear Verbia. A gladiator's glory is not their own. It's given by the crowd. That day, they were ready. But I wasn't ready. There are still unlit and tacit discourse in your glory. Crazy. Alright, you broke your promise. We'll just say this here. Medulius. That's cool. I'm not gonna read anymore. Let's go ahead and skip that. Let's get ready to rumble.
Leave it to me.
We're gonna let her go ahead and smack them around a little bit.
Descend!
Drill him. Drill him. Wow. Notice every ball. Indeed. There we go. There we go. Alright, where we go? Okay, cool. I got your back, yo. The frequency was shattered and remade by the crashing tide. What they call immortality is nothing but a fragile masquerade. It could not even play the simplest cadence of life, let alone tune its essence. Seem its duel with Imperator stripped it of any grace. The dark tide isn't her true aim. Then what is Furlova's really after? Oh, Apparition. What is this Miss Furlova? Right, talking about the dark tide, the sentinel, some kind of battle. She's not ready to hear the truth about tacit discourse or the sentinel. I need to find a way to dodge this question. Could it be Furlova, tired to twist Mr. Medulius into that form to make him an undying monster? Why would she do something so cruel to him? Perhaps the investigation will reveal the truth. Talking about dodge? You just didn't say nothing. You're right. Let's hurry. He said dodge. You didn't dodge, you just didn't say anything at all. Like, I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You don't need to know. It's on the need to know basis. You don't need to know nothing. So, you don't know, we don't know, don't know. Alright. Gotta activate this trial. Is it gonna make me do a pattern again? Man, I wish they'd had some vocals in there in the mix of this, but I mean, you know, it's okay. I got a gist of what's actually going on, so I can take that for what it is. Let's go ahead. Alright, we got more of them waiting back there. We can get this right.
The night's challenge has arrived.
It's not breakable. Y'all want to say hello to the big girl?
Repent, for silence beckons.
Over there. just using stamina for her? It's not really like water, it's like a shallow thing, right? Cool. I don't feel like reading that. Investigate the phantom. One second. Alright, I have to take a quick pause here and see what's going on. And then I will be back at it again. Some more action.